It's cold though. It's been like this for days. And I need to get more. So this here was covered in ice until earlier today. But I've since run out of. I used a bunch of windshield washer fluid, the -40 stuff I used to get all this ice off. I managed to do 2 of them, then I ran out of the fluid. There's no way I'm getting this one off because it's been freezing rain all night. I'm lucky I've got power right now because I had a few minutes of sunshine. That's giving me a little bit of power. But, oh my goodness, it's been pretty bad for the last couple, like 4 straight days. Winter storms. I'm just trying to keep the ones I've got relatively clean. I've got to get that one cleaned off, but I don't have any -40 windshield ice remover anymore. I've run out. Unfortunately, I ran out getting these 2 done. Have to get more. Moose is fine. She's inside hanging out in the warm. I let her out to go poop this morning. I tried to get her to play outside in the snow, but it's too cold for her. She just turned her butt around after she pooped and went inside. There's no getting her out to play in this. She ain't stupid. Hey, Warrior, how you doing? Again, there's no chance in hell I'm getting this panel up and running today. I need to get some more -40 ice for the windshield washer fluid. And I don't have a way to get to town. We're snowed in again. Well, we are absolutely snowed in. Hey, Big, how you doing? You know what? 2 is better than 0. 2 is better than 0, but there's no chance in getting this off. Like what I did, I was pouring windshield washer fluid up here, letting it run down, then giving it a good bang, scraping it off. That took the last 2 hours to get these 2 clean. I've been out of power for days now. This one, I need another box of the stuff. You're allowed to fart. Everybody's allowed to fart. Everybody farts. I'm using the -40 ice melt, but I'm out. And Eeps, it is a winter wonderland. The generator's dead. My generator decided it's had the biscuit. It died permanently. Got to get it taken up to a mechanic. I don't want the ice to stick though. No, the oil, I've got to get some silicone spray just so it can adhere to the thing. These have been out in the sun for about a year and a half now. The silicone, the anti-stick coating they put onto it eventually wears off, which is done now. So it's collecting ice like nobody's business, plus the freezing rain out. This is the most sun I've had in 4 days. Yeah, there's a difference though. I don't want to put a chemical like that on a solar panel. I don't want to risk damaging the panel. Well, I know the silicone spray will work and it's safe. Admiral Kirk, you are allowed to fart. Everybody is allowed to fart. But, oh, yeah, no, we are day 4 into this winter storm. Right now it's not too bad. But 4 more days until we get some sunshine coming in. The low is of -20. Luckily, I got it off of Alibaba. I spent AliExpress. I spent $10 on one of those, clone consoles that does everything, like NES, Super Nintendo, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo DS, and all that jazz. And that's been keeping me busy. It's been keeping me from going out of my mind. But yeah, no, the winter is... I'll tell you, it's brutal up here. Want to go for a walk into the woods? Let's see what it's like. See if we can find any... I heard some wolves last night, so there might be some wolf prints. Ooh, that's wet, and that's cold. That is cold. Those are moose prints. Let's see what we can find, if we can find any wolf prints. I think he's just trolling, trying to have a little fun. I'm all about having a little bit of fun. But, yep. The snow is like the winter. There's no denying that winter's here. Oh, you can have the snow. I live off grid. Snow to me is a lot different than it is to you. I'm not a big fan of it. Especially it's what, not even December. And it's so thick down here. It looks like it's not that deep. Right? It's already snowed. Freezing rain, and then the snow's piled back up on it. So the snow is about, I'd say, a foot deep by now. I'm just walking on top. Ooh, look at that. There we go. As I said, animal tracks. Going that way, and get the rabbit tracks. Nice. Right there's a rabbit track. So, I think I'm going to have to come out here in a little bit and set up some snares right here. Free meat is free meat, you know? That's a good shot. So that's where they're running through. You can see their little hangout spot there. Going through the woods that way. And going up through the brush this way, right through. So, I'm going to have to set some snares up here for tomorrow. Or today. Hey, you doing, Hobo Smug Bum? Definitely going to have to get quite a few snares out. It's not just there. I see the rabbits. They come through here. It's definitely a jackrabbit. You see the huge ass back paws and the smaller front paws. No doubt about it, it's a jackrabbit, and those thing suckers are big. Hello, Marcus Elliott. How you doing? Those suckers are big, and they are good eating. And there's more than one. There's definitely more than one. I see this trail. There's another trail here. Another trail coming from here. Then there's this trail here that goes that way, all the way back to that way. And then there's another one that goes out that way. So, I'm going to definitely have to set my snares down here. Because that's some free meat. And there's more trails going up this way as well. Straight through, right onto that way. That's another place I have to set up some snares. Rabbit's new, yeah, that's definitely what I'll do, is a stew. I'll first parboil it. I'll boil it so it gets all the scum out of the meat. I'll grill it over a fire to char the flesh. Double cook it that way. Then I'll chop it up into bits, throw it into a pot with some, probably a little bit of beef stock and vegetables, and make a stewing out of it. Cook it for several hours, get that real strong gaminess out of it. But I've got 4 places to set up some snares now. Can't do that with the phone in my hand. But there's... No. Potatoes definitely, and carrots I have them. I don't really like to stew leafy greens. If anything, I'd do some turnip as well, and make it a black stew. Just meaning when you boil turnip with like potatoes and whatnot, the starchiness reacts together with the rutabaga, and it turns the water black. Doesn't affect the taste. There we go. We're here. We didn't die. And I'm not about to cry. And just make a place for me to sit down. Yeah, this is where I like to hang out when I'm streaming sometimes. Right here. I'll sit here. And I don't think I'm getting these cleaned off today. Not that middle one, at least. I'll have to get a lot more ice melt. Oh, nuts. It's frozen. Hobo, man, you don't want this kind of cold, man. Yeah, right now it's like -10. That's not bad. Last night was like -25, and it's only November. Last night was brutal. I'm fortunate. Like, I needed my ass kicked like last week when the first snow came in. I needed my ass kicked like I got it kicked. That came as a surprise to everybody, and just showed me how unprepared I was for the snow and the cold. So it forced me to reevaluate everything, and I fixed the situation. I picked up a small propane heater for when there's no power. I also can cook on it, which is awesome. And I've been using that to heat the camper, and the fire to heat the camper. Moose is good. Yeah, the cold is better for my body. I can get around better in the cold. My legs work better. I can stand for longer. The EMS doesn't bother me as much. And Moosey's fine. She came out, pooped, went back in, didn't want any part of outside today. It's too chilly for her. It works. It's smaller than it looks in the picture, but it works beautifully. It's all I need for overnight to keep the temperature up in that thing. I wish I stayed all night in there last night. Plus, during the days... Oh, look at that, a pheasant. Not a pheasant, whatchamacallit? That's an edible kind of bird. I forget the name of it. Not a grouse, not a pheasant. A partridge. Partridge. They're good eating too. My neighbor takes them out with his pellet gun all the time. That wasn't a blue jay. That wasn't a blue jay. That was a partridge. Great Lakes? No. The Great Lakes. I'm close. I'm closer to the Hudson than Lake Ontario. I'm closer to the Hudson than I am anywhere. Toronto, I'm about driving 10 to 12 hours north of Toronto. An hour and a half, 2 hours north of Timmins. I'm pretty close, again, close to the Hudson's Bay. You have a good one, Smug. Northern Ontario, where we haven't seen sun in 5 days. And we're expecting another 4 more without sun. So I'm lacking power. I took this opportunity because I got a little charge in the batteries from the solar that I am getting to jump online and say, hey, I'm not dead yet. But I've been keeping myself entertained. I picked up off of Alibaba something to keep my mind engaged because I just can't read books all day. I could read books all day, but I'd also run out of books. But I bought one of those clone consoles. It's the R36 Max. Open source console it's called, and it's got like SNES, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, N64, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo DS, PlayStation on it, and I've been using it to play Legend of Dragoon for the PlayStation 1. I love that game. Just, working on trying to stay busy without losing my mind. Hey, Ronnie, and also welcome to everybody. I noticed the channel's been growing really quickly lately. And the last, I've been able to check here and there when I walk up to my neighbors, jump online, that I've grown in the last 4 days almost 800 subscribers in 4 days. So there could be some new people in here. Welcome to the channel. I'll let you know I don't do drugs. I rarely drink. And I'm on my homestead now. I'm not homeless anymore. This is a homestead, not homeless. So yeah, welcome to all the new people, and thanks for joining me on this freaking cold day. Okay, guys, you might not hear it, but I hear it. I gotta let you go. My battery is about to die. I told you it wasn't gonna last long, but I'm not pulling any power now, and it's about to shut everything down. Yeah, I'm way up there. So love y'all, but I've got no power to actually do this, and I need to charge my phone. So bye y'all. I love y'all. Take care.